We're at mile 240 and a half, and it's like such a different world. It's like boulders again and live trees, and the trail is not washed out, so it's easy to follow. We're at high elevation, so I'm having a little trouble, but the trail's gonna level out soon, so we're done with that climbing that we've done all day, which will be lovely. And yeah, just way more open, obviously, than the canyon. So different. Pine needles. So we hope to sleep on pine needles again tonight. That would be great. It's always so nice and soft and warm. But yeah, it's just very different. Trails still overgrown. Yeah, we cross a dirt road, and that's where it's gonna level out a bit. So, whew, we can breathe a little easier. Still windy, so hopefully we can find a protected tent site for tonight. We just finished the Mission Creek section, and it was really hard. We decided not to shortcut or skip, but the first part after Whitewater River, you're in that creek bed, and it's not that bad. I mean, it's a little slow. You gotta figure out where you're going, but the footing is not treacherous or anything. It's just a little slow. Then today, we made it to a trail section, which most of it was good. Some of it was washed out. A lot of it was steep uphill, overgrown with lots of wind gusts. So it was quite exhausting. Then we got to the other side, back to, we had to climb over this little ridge, not little, big ridge. So it took a lot of climbing and effort. Get to the other side, back into the proper creek, Mission Creek again instead of a side creek. And there was at least, I think, 3 washouts. They were quite, challenging. Luckily, we were able to find our way using notes and looking around and using the Far Out app and comparing all the comments that were in the Far Out app. And then we got to where we're supposed to drop back into the riverbed, creek bed, because it was washed out and you couldn't really get around it otherwise. So looked at the map, figured out where it was supposed to be, and we looked down this just kind of screed dirt slope that if you put your A, it's very steep, B, if you put your foot on it, the whole thing gives way. So we're like, well, that doesn't sound like a good spot. But we figured we were at the spot where they indicated in the comments where we needed to go. So then we're like, oh, well, maybe this grassy slope will work better. That kind of ended in the same dirt slope, which was unstable. And then I was like, maybe keep going a little bit to the other grassy slope and might mellow out a little bit. And thank goodness we found a little we found a little use trail on the grassy slope. And that was doable. Not my favorite, but it was doable. And made it back to the riverbed, creek bed. Looks like a river. And then we had to pick a place to get back to the trail from there. And I went on a little too early. So we had, I'd say, I don't know, 20 feet? 10 feet? Yeah, 20 feet, 30 feet of, felt like 100 feet of really skinny trail that wasn't super stable, and should have waited a little bit longer to get back on trail, because that did not feel safe. Obviously we made it, but I was very nervous. So I'm gonna make a little update with the actual, for people that are hiking it this year that want to know. I'll put some stuff together where the best mileages are to get on and off and in and out of the canyon. But it was exhausting. I'm very proud that we did it. Proud of both of us. And we're very happy to be in a forest where you can actually, you know, walk. Walk, and there's some trees, and there's not like this looming what do you say, slope of death. So if you're around the corner, you're not looking at a washout, but the trail will continue. There's still some down trees like this one, gotta go around. But yeah, so we're very happy that we made it through that section, yeah, in one piece. Good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning, and this is just a video to show, or actually maybe you can listen to the wind roaring. Our tent is just kind of below the wind, so it's not gusting in the tent much. But the roar above us is just intense. Good morning. We have Mount San Jacinto over in the distance, and the sunrise, beautiful glow on the mountain behind us. It is probably just around freezing right now, and I think you can hear the wind howling. We're heading over there. The early morning light is just making these trees glow. That's super special. Oh, we're out of the wind now. So pretty. The difference between shady and sunny sides of the trail does not only make a difference for us in hiking, comfort, but also in trail conditions, obviously. So we're seeing quite a bit of leftover snow from this, I think, 3 weeks ago or 2.5 weeks ago when there was that little storm. And that's still lingering here in the mountains before Big Bear. Kind of crunchy. Not too many footsteps. Seen some animal prints. That's been cool. There was one hiker ahead of us that we met in Idlewild, but I'm not sure if he's been through here or not. Let's see. So yeah, cold canyons. Hold on to snow and ice. And the sunny sites are super comfy. Here is a, I see that print of the trail logo. Now there's a cool breeze. Some of these tent sites that we pass by, or old dirt roads, whatever they are, tent sites I guess below here, are covered in ice, snow. Would be pretty cool to camp there right now. But yeah, it's like, oh, should we take the sweater off? So just put the sweater on, gloves off, hat on, hat off. It's just hard to tell. Buff on, buff off. But yeah, temperatures really change. Now we're in the shade. I'm like, oh, I wish I had my fleece sweater on. Then we hit the sun and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I have it off. So pretty changeable conditions temperature wise, but this snow is obviously just a tiny little bit, but it's kind of neat to see the differences. Okay, sun and shade sides. We're really enamored by these giant junipers. Like there's a whole bunch of them right here on the trail. Just for scale, we have a little bird here demonstrating how large these big trees really are.
Very big.
They're really big. They're so gnarly. I love it. Love it, love it. Look at that cool creature. Super neat. And we've still got some snow on the trail. Quite a bit, actually. I'm surprised. That's still lingering. It's all on the shady side, north side, and the other side where the sun is, it's really nice and clear. Last morning on the trail, got a little bit of snow, got some sagebrush, and we've got early morning sunlight, some mountains in the distance. Beautiful. We were just talking about how cool it is, this, all those different landscapes we've traveled through, and we'll have done 266 miles when we get to the road to get into Big Bear, and just all the different things we've seen. It's just nature is awesome. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful morning. Lovely trail. Oh, so nice. It's this way. Part of me wishes we could keep hiking, but at some point with a section hike, you set a date, and then with weather coming in, it is the smarter decision to go home. But man, it is lovely this morning. Probably in the 40s right now. Just lovely. I'll be back at it this summer. We'll go to the Sierra. We'll do that section. Walk or pass the Tuolumne Meadows. And then whatever else I can fit in this summer. So much sagebrush.